Hey, what's happening? Jason here. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of automations. I'm going to be honest with you. Automations are what make ActiveCampaign. So there's a lot more pros than cons. Just to put some things into perspective, the pros, obviously, you can put things into motion for repetitive processes to take that off your plate. Follow up after a sales call, new client onboarding. I mean, it's just endless. The list is endless. So putting people through a repeatable process so every new contact has the same experience, it's a wonderful thing, right? It's really good. The automations can be very simple. So I'm going to jump into my account here real quick for you. Show you an example of a really simple automation. And the thing that really drew me to this platform, the thing that I really enjoy, is the creativity that you can put into this stuff. It's endless, right? So here's a simple automation, not much going on, right? Trigger, notification, done. That's it. By comparison, we can look at a very complex automation. So here's my automation after my sales call if people don't buy. There's a lot going on, right? They start at the top, they flow down. There's specific times when text messages go out. There's AI powering my emails as far as predictive sending. There is ringless voicemails that are powered by Sly Broadcast, and it goes on and on and on. And this automation has 14 emails, 10 text messages, 2 ringless voicemails, and it does amazing things for our business and our life, right? It's a beautiful thing. So the only downside that I can think to automating, there's only one downside that I can wrap my mind around, and I thought about this before I recorded this video, is automations have evergreen content, right? So if something new happens in your business or in your focus or in your process today, unless you go back into that automation and update it, it's still going to talk about the old stuff, right? So there is certain situations, there's email copy that needs to be updated to stay relevant or to stay accurate. So that's a downside. Some people ask me, do you think you should automate everything? I don't. Like I mentioned earlier in this course, I think the newsletters definitely are best done live, right? Done in real time. Done in the modern moment for what you're sending. We haven't got into it in this course yet, but I also think there is some things in the deals pipeline that are best kept manual as well. And part of that is because ActiveCampaign is never going to know some of those deal stages are reached, right? There's different examples for that we'll get into later. But overall, the whole reason you're here, the whole reason you invested in this platform is for automation. Are there other great things with ActiveCampaign? Yeah, the deals pipeline's great. The CRM function's great. It's user-friendly. It's powerful. It plays well with a lot of other programs, but the automations is where it's at. Some people just have a few, right? We set our clients up with about 45. I've got. It's not a competition, right? It's let's see. I've got active. I'll go through and clean these things up about once a year. I've got 52. Some are emails. Some are just deal stages moving. Some are notifications. Some are tagging. So there's automations that are little machines that don't send communication to contacts. And you can kind of see that over in this middle column. No emails. They could be text only, but they're not. So overall, in my opinion, with this, the only con I can think of with an automation is that, well, I guess I'll give you a second one. So con number one is the content's evergreen. So if things change in your business, you got to update it. Con number two, it's not personalized to a recent experience. Like if I met you at an event last week and I wanted to talk about a specific story that we shared or discussed back and forth, that's when it's best to do like a handwritten manual one-to-one, because an automation is not going to capture that, right? So personalization as it pertains to a relevant recent event, I guess, is one con, and the second one is definitely the Evergreen content just overall. So, yeah, I'd say the pros far outweigh the cons. So if you're resisting automating things in your business, don't. Thinking about processes you do every week, or when you bring on a new investor, when you bring on a new client, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, and you're sending emails or texts or communicating, you should look into automation. The beautiful thing about automation, it's all completely scalable. It can handle as much traffic as you can put through it. So an automation works just as well if one contact goes through it or 100,000, right? It's scalable. So it's a beautiful thing. I hope this probably reinforces what you already assumed, but maybe in those cons, I listed a thing or two you hadn't thought of yet. So hope this helps. See you in the next video.